Hi. Happy, I forget what day it is. Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Happy Real Housewives of Salt Lake City Day. And hopefully we are trying to go live on Instagram. Am I live? I'm live. Okay. Why are you not working? Control W. Okay, we're doing Real Housewives of Salt Lake City Catch Up. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Okay. Well, again, Instagram's not working. Okay, hey guys. So yes, we're talking about Salt Lake City. I'm gonna have Kim on here. Kim from the Hello Mamier for Pop Culture Group. I'm sorry. I just want to make sure because the link that I originally had, I had to change the link. So I just hope that people are coming in. Yeah, people are coming in. But yeah, I want to go over the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City because it starts next week, and that's what we're going to be doing on Wednesdays from now on. Hey, from now on. So definitely let's see. I'll wait for Kim. Comments. You guys saw my intro, right? Why is Instagram not going on? Oh, you know why? Because I never added Instagram, Krista. Oh, Krista. Okay, hold on a second. That's why. Please. Hold on. Stream P. I apologize. If this is Reality with Krista Marie on the Who Started You On podcast, I apologize. If you're listening on the podcast part, please follow the podcast, like, subscribe, comment on the Instagram. I'm sorry. Yeah, on Instagram, YouTube. Okay, now I can turn you guys on. Okay. Should work now. All right. Live. Oh, here it comes. Okay. Instagram, I'm sorry. It takes me forever to get to you guys. Okay, so we're live on Instagram talking about Salt Lake City. Monica was on Data's Live yesterday, and we're going to go into that afterwards. I have notes from last season to get caught up, and obviously I can't stand Heather, and I don't want her to be back. I do look gorgeous. Oh, thank you. I like the lighting. The lighting looks good, too. Thank you. You need to call me later so we can talk. My bestie. Guys, in case you don't know, Erin and Mamier are my moms, but they're also my best friends. So my best friends in life. Here comes Kim. Hi.
Hi. Sorry,
We're
I'm
already
late.
live, girl. You're live.
I know. I am so sorry I'm late. How's everybody doing? How are you?
I'm good. So we're live on Twitter. We're live on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and we'll be on TikTok later when I put everything on there. Kim is Pop Culture Green Room. And can you put her link in the thing for me, Mamier? I know I should ask you.
Hello.
Say hi. So she's doing really well. She's on TMZ. She has clips on TMZ. Her and her
Yes,
sister.
that's been so much fun.
Just remind everybody about your podcast and what you guys do so I can.
Sure. So Blair and I, that's my sister. We have a podcast. It's called the Pop Culture Green Room. We basically got it started because at the time I was in San Diego, she was back in Louisiana. We literally don't have like next to nothing in common. But like the one thing that we do have in common is entertainment, the entertainment industry, pop culture. We love that. We both have our degrees in communications. My mass is in mass communications, broadcast journalism. Hers was organizational communications. So she was more back end, I was more front end. So but yeah, and from there we just finally got together. We started a podcast and over a year ago. So here we are. So now we're just trying to like really take off with it.
You have somebody really
Run,
awesome.
so.
Your cousin. You have your cousin on today, right? Somebody really awesome.
Yes. Oh, I know. I'm super excited. Yeah, yes, my cousin Deborah. She's going to record with us today. I'm very excited. She is one of the creators of the show Quantum Leap, executive producer of the show. Also, like shows like Magna PI, Airwolf. She directed an episode of Grey's Anatomy. She's got an extensive resume, and of course, she's also the mother of my other cousin, obviously, Troy and Belisario from Pretty Little Liars. So yeah, so that's so we've got it. It's all like our family is just intertwined in the entertainment industry, and another cousin that's a Broadway producer. So yeah, it's some fun stuff.
It's so fun, isn't it? Like
yeah, oh yeah.
I have nothing in common with my family at all, except like me and my sisters are different. Some of this stuff, like, and it's I don't know. I love that, like, you guys are into like pop culture and Bravo and reality TV and all that stuff and everything.
I know, it's so much fun. It is my guilty pleasure for sure.
Yeah. So, did you see the clip for Salt Lake?
The trailer?
Yeah, the trailer.
I
Sorry.
did. Yeah, I did see a clip of it. I didn't even know it was released. I had like that's how out of touch I'd been with it. But then
Yeah.
I did see the trailer and okay. So I'm assuming they're really just trying to get the season amped up because I mean obviously there's no Monica this season. So what
Oh,
are they going to do? Where's the drama going to come from? So that seems to be pretty interesting.
you know where the drama's coming from? Whitney. So, how do I hear myself? Hold on, make sure this one's muted. So Dana was on, or I'm sorry, Monica was on Dana yesterday. I think it was yesterday, Dana Wilkie's podcast. And
Okay.
she was talking about all the drama that they were trying to get her back. Bravo was trying to get her back really bad, and two of those bitches said they would quit if she came back on the show.
That's right. We did get that recently, that news recently. It was, what was it, about a week ago that Monica had dropped that? Was it a week ago, 2 weeks ago, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was very interesting because I really didn't know that that's what happened. I thought that I assumed, well, like I said, I assumed that she was asked not to come back, but it does make sense though because she brought in all the ratings and the money, obviously. So it's
She was one of the best housewives that Bravo has hired, I think, since we started OC. Like, because she came with her own stuff. Like, she didn't have to fight with other people. You know what I mean? And she's gorgeous. She markets herself really well. Like, she's everywhere. People loved her. It was the best season until the ending. And I'm so aggravated that Heather's coming back. Like, so we'll just remind everybody what happened last season. Because it was a lot like Lisa Barlow. Remember Lisa Barlow's son went on the mission? He was supposed to go on a mission. So I don't know. Apparently, like he went on the mission and something happened. He didn't have his passport, something with his passport, and he ended up in California. And then like Whitney's sitting there dealing with like her Alibaba jewelry. So this is the thing with Alibaba jewelry. It's Whitney Rose jewelry. I'm sorry. She orders it from a company called Alibaba. It's only $3, and she got in trouble.
wait.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's where she orders it from and she markets it and she sells it as
100%. Like it's like she didn't. So when she was doing the ads, she didn't even change her. She didn't even take the pictures. She took the pictures right from the Alibaba website and used them as her own and marketed it as like crystals that she infuses her energy in, and like it's crazy. So yeah.
So that's where the crystals come from.
Yes, and also I have playing on Dana. And so this season,
I'm getting a little excited. Okay. I wasn't aware of that.
$3, right? It's like a $3 bracelet that you get at like the bodega, right? And she's marketing it and saying she infuses all the crystals and she puts everything. She smells it for like $300, and they're $3 bracelets. So so somebody told a blogger, and Whitney didn't know who it was. Whitney, so this season, Whitney's trying to figure out who told the blogger. The blogger was Dana, about the jewelry thing. So apparently Whitney's flipping out. I want to know who told you this, and who told, because Dana's the one who found the information. So in the meantime, she's friends with Adam up in Adam. So she goes up and Adam says, who told Dana this stuff, blah, blah, blah. Adam spills the beans and says Lisa. He doesn't know this for sure. So she's going after Lisa because she thinks Lisa told Dana about the fake Alibaba jewelry. And it's like, but it's still fake, Whitney. It's like, it's still fake. Like, you definitely don't.
Oh, so it's just a mess all around. Okay.
So then in the middle of all this, Adam calls Dana and is like, look, I spilled the beans. Do you want me to say your name so you can get your name out there? Well, Dana says no. Adam should do it anyway. Adam shouldn't take that credit himself. He shouldn't even have to ask Dana that. He should just do it for her. But Dana says, no, I'll let you get the credit for it because they hate me. Bravo will cut it out. They won't use it. And I'm like, screw that. Adam, you shouldn't just like let her use it. Like, you should just say Dana's the one who got the information from Lisa. But Lisa's denying it. Lisa denies it. This is the craziest thing. Like, they did this to us last season. I don't care about these spoilers because it's like they screwed up last season. Because I don't believe that Heather should be coming back. Like, what do you feel about Heather?
Okay, so personally, I like Heather. However, I thought it was odd that she was very defensive
Yeah.
of Jen Shaw, but I found it kind of odd that everybody was so defensive of Jen Shaw. But then when it came to Monica, Monica for me, okay, now if I would have I don't know if me personally, I don't have friends who do things on that level. However, she makes great TV. She makes great TV. And I mean, she did. I mean, she she earned her bag. That's the way I see it. But
Definitely.
however, I don't think that she should have been like crucified by the women the way that
No,
she was. That's
definitely.
my argument.
And the thing is, so she told them in the very beginning, Bravo was well aware of Von Teese. They knew, the producers knew, the showrunners
Mhm.
knew, everybody knew. Heather knew she was Von Teese. Tanisha's Von Teese. Tanisha's still working for Heather. So I get pissed off this is where I get pissed off. Heather says she protects Jen Shaw for 2 years of this black eye. She all but told us Jen Shaw did it. She has nothing but joked about this black eye thing for 2
Mhm.
years. Like, oh, maybe the
Right.
producer did it. So then you're going to keep all this information. You're going to protect a violent criminal when there's an investigation into who gave her the black eye. And you say nothing and you joke about it. And then you want to turn around, take Von Teese. You knew about Von Teese. You knew you were going to go after. You knew you were going after Monica the entire season. You pretended to be friends with her, which made me mad. I don't like the toxic lying and the bullshit. I'd rather see them be friends. I was very pissed off when I was like, wait, they're not even like they're taking her to Bahamas and they're gonna like turn on her in the end, like or Bermuda, wherever it was. I'm like, no.
Mhm.
And for Heather to use the excuse that you're Von Teese, you've been doing this, it was like, yeah, we can't have this shit. I protected Jen Shaw because I was scared of her, and they're like, oh, poor Heather, oh my god. Heather's like, I was so scared of Jen Shaw. I had protected the black eye. Heather, you should have just said you got hit with the door then. You should have walked out of the room and said a door hit me in the eye and said nothing. If you were protecting her, you were so afraid of her. You're so
Mhm.
afraid of that shot. You should be afraid of her now because she said when she gets out of prison, she isn't going to punch you in the face, by the way, because she knows you're lying. And this can literally screw up her free trial, which had her on some kind of early parole. And I don't know, something like this could screw it up for Heather lying. They also, Jen Shaw said she's going to sue Bravo for airing it because she says absolutely unfounded, not true, that she did not give her the black eye. So in the meantime, when all this is happening, of course, I'm
Oh
not sleeping.
wow.
Yeah. So it's like, but this is the thing. Why is
Mhm.
it okay for Heather to protect Jen Shaw, know about Von Teese, and then lie about knowing about Von Teese and scream and yell like a maniac in Bermuda? Timeline, proof, receipts. And it's like, no shit. Cease and assist. Remember, Bravo got a cease and assist a year prior with Jen Shaw saying Von Teese was Monica. Please
Mhm.
don't hire her. She didn't go to prison yet. She's supposed to be there on season 3, Monica. But Jen Shaw said no because Monica knew all the stuff about her. And this is after they stopped being friends and shows her money. And she's like, I don't want this girl on the show. This is what she's Von Teese, blah, 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 gives it to Bravo. And then as soon as she goes to prison, they hire Monica. And Monica said, well, I'm Von Teese, right?
Right.
And they're like, don't say anything. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just go with the story. So they tell, in the meantime, the other producers are telling Heather in the very end, get Monica with Von Teese. Act like you just found out, which to me is bullshit. That's bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. Like, don't
Right.
take this girl on, pretend to be her friend and forgive her and fight with her. Every single one had a fight with her last season. And then literally in the end, like, literally, oh, you're an asshole. Get out of here. You tried to fight her. Like, Lisa went after her physically. Like, if you didn't get held back at that fucking or that finale, what were you going to do, Lisa? What were you going to
Right.
do?
Yeah.
Like, what were you really going to do? You knew you were going to get held back, but you're going to be mad at her and say that she's fired. She can't go and she's not coming back next season because why? Because you're jealous of how beautiful she is and if she has an actual life, Heather. Because Heather looks like Ozempic face right now. Like, I just feel
Hey,
like
Heather looks good. You don't think she looks
no,
good? I think she
I'll
looks
never give her
great.
that. Nope, never give it to her. I don't care. I'll never give it to her.
Oh,
I just won't give it. No, because who are you? Who the hell do you think you are? You're not fucking Mrs. Bravo. You don't get to dictate who comes back and who doesn't. Well, apparently you do. Oh, by the way, guys, side note, I got a new kitten. You guys are all gonna fucking kill me. She's this freaking big under my goddamn thing. That is number 5. My husband's gonna murder me. It's a long story, and I still have the one outside. So now that's number 6.
baby.
I have issues. Sorry, Kitty. She's beautiful though. She's a black cowgirl.
Where is he?
My
I want to
neighbor
see
picked
it.
up
I
again.
want to see.
I'll get her out. I'll get her out in a little bit. She's sleeping. I have 5 other cats in my house.
Yeah.
This is crazy. She's meowing underneath. but she's so playful. She's awesome. My neighbor calls me and goes, "Did your cat get out?" And the calico cat, and I thought it was my other calico cat that's in my garden. I said, "Yeah, go out here." He hands me this black little kitten, calico kitten. I was like, "All right, I'm taking her." I walk in the house. My husband's like, "No." I'm like, yeah. So that was my night. But I forgot to tell everybody that, but because they know I'm a cat lady, I'm a crazy cat lady. But anyway, so the whole thing with Von Teese, I'm just like, no, Jen Shaw's never coming back. I hate for everybody to tell that she's never coming back. So please get everybody get that out of here.
Do you think? Yeah, I don't think she's ever going to come back either. So how do you feel? Do you think that Bravo is going to crack down on people with who are involved in criminal activity? Like if they leave, they're involved in criminal activity, or do you think they're going to crack down on that, or on the people that come back, or no? Maybe not. I mean, because when Risa left, and she came back bigger than anybody.
Listen, Mauricio's involved in criminal activity. He just got caught with fraud. That's another one of my problems, that nobody goes after Kyle like they did Erica for what for what Mauricio has done. Committed $30 million. I'm sorry, $60 million that he had to split, that he stole. Okay, so Mauricio is involved in fraud. Jersey, there's a lot of shit going on there with Louis. And I can't say allegedly because he's in the criminal, it's in the zeitgeist.
Right.
So no, they're not. And the thing is, you made a example out of Monica, but then you let this asshole in Jersey stay, which her name's Baltimore. I'm not going to call her, but it's a Baltimore, whatever. And I'm not saying her name any longer. I will not say Lobster or his wife's name. We're going to have to call it, what is it, Baltimore? I don't know. I just refuse. Hi, Aaron. I know. Jesus Christ.
Hi. Hi, Aaron. Hi, my mayor.
Yes. So wait, is it a podcast that's like going on like forever, like a regular thing?
Oh yes, yeah. Adam and Monica, they have a show together now. Yeah. They started a podcast together. I saw that the other day.
Now this is the
thing. I forgot what it's called.
Salty Podcast. Well, guess what? You already have Salty Housewife Podcast, Adam. That's Dallin, Monica's other friend. You stealer. You podcast host stealer. You. People love to do whatever they want. But I just feel like it's Monica's decision, whatever. So I just feel like it's wrong to call it Salty Housewife Podcast or Salty Podcast because of Dallin, who was a good friend of Monica's, who I did Jersey with. But anyway, I mean, yeah, like after we go over like a little bit more, I can pull it up. I know. What am I going to do? Put the kitten outside? Too little. So, I mean, I didn't watch it because I'm just jealous. Obviously, I don't like when he's like, I get mad when he literally does anything with anybody anymore. I do. I just get mad about it because it's like that should be me, but that's okay. But I also feel like Monica.
It's all right. You'll get your flowers. It's gonna be fine. Don't worry. Everything happens for a reason.
Listen, I literally took his time up for 1.5 years, so twice a day, took up his platform. So I can give him credit for that. Like I give him credit for me being here. But anyway, so back to this whole thing with Monica. They made an example out of her. They tried to bring her back this season because she is friends with Whitney. Now I will pull up digital evidence of me last season at the end of this whole entire thing going, what's going to happen next season? They're going to have to fight with each other now because Monica's not here, and they're going to want them to fight.
Yeah.
One of them's going to get mad and call up Monica and go, "Girl, you were so right about her. Oh my God." She said, and like befriend Monica and be like, "You were so right. I'm so sorry." Blah, 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 blah. And guess what? Whitney was that one. And I said, Whitney's the weak one. Whitney's going to do it. So in this whole thing where she's trying to figure out who told Dana about the Alibaba story. Go ahead.
So do you think that's what's going to happen? Do you think that's how it'll play out?
Yeah.
I'm curious that Whitney's gonna call.
Well, Adam already spilled the beans and told Dana what happened on the show, like the season already. So this is already taped and filmed and done.
Oh, okay. Okay, got it. I missed. Okay, got it. I missed.
Yeah, because literally, like, and I was trying to find the episode in the beginning of the summer. I remember being in the pool and I was listening to Dana talk about this whole thing with Adam, and Adam saying, "Do you mind if I say that you're the one who told me about, Lisa calling you and telling you about the jewelry being fake?" Because Lisa's in trouble too. Lisa's getting sued and all kinds of stuff. Like she's getting sued for like money.
Yeah, I did see that. Right? Is it because of the Vita tequila? Is that what the lawsuit's from? I should
like $400,000 that she got lent by somebody that she knew and didn't pay it back, and then like a personal civil suit, and then there's like I don't know. People, I like, I don't know. I guess like her and Whitney are like talking shit on each other and spilling all this stuff. Like, oh, Lisa's in trouble, and oh, Whitney has fake
Uh-huh.
jewelry. So like, I don't know if it's true.
Right, right.
Like
Yeah.
I don't really know. Like, I don't think. I mean,
Got
honestly, I
it.
don't think any of them are
Yeah.
strong at all. Because we've got bottom line,
Mhm.
they get paid to be on the show, and it's year 5, so we know what they're getting paid. They're over up to a million and a half.
True. Very
So, and I
right, which
just
is accurate. Yeah.
I think they need to bring Monica back, but I honestly at this point,
Right. Oh, I 1,000% think they need to bring her back because I feel like that's why they're utilizing Mary right now, and that's why they brought her back in as a full-time housewife. Because think about it, where are they going to get like another storyline from it? Because I mean, I'll
no,
be completely
I
honest with
know.
you. So,
I
like, the reason why I gave it a shot was because I saw that they were bringing somebody new in, well, two new people in, and
Yeah,
it was Angie and then Monica, and I was like, okay, I know nothing about Monica. Let me watch it, and I mean, it was a little too vanilla for me. So, and then
really?
whenever it just like,
Jen
yeah,
Shah?
and then but then
Oh,
when
Jen
Monica came in, and then you had Mary dipping in as a friend of. I was like, I was okay. I like it just came back to life to me.
Oh, Kathy.
Monica was just reality TV gold. I mean,
She's
there's no other way
also.
to put it. She's
I'm
reality
obsessed
TV
with
gold. There's and that's why she needs to be back on TV. She needs to be back on my
her.
TV. I'll say that much. So that's
Like, I feel like
I
she
feel
could be.
strongly about Monica in that sense. Now, would I be friends with her in person in real life? I think I'm scared to be honest.
She's Jersey girl. She reminds me
Scared
of a
to me,
Jersey girl all the way. Like,
but
she's just
she's. I mean, I'm a fan of hers. I mean,
hey, Maddie Grace. I am too. So this is the thing. So she has a
hi,
podcast with
Mighty
somebody
Grace.
else, right? And then I guess a
Hmm.
podcast with Adam. So is she have 2 podcasts or something, maybe? Or like maybe
Maybe so. But I'm glad that she's got some things in the
see,
pipeline
this is
for her.
the
Like
thing.
she's.
I feel like
I
she
just.
could be a really good podcaster because she's really good. She knows everything about so she can literally talk about the show
Mhm,
now
she's
because she's
great.
not on
Yeah,
it. So I think like she's such a good she markets herself really well. But I think by
she
the end of the
does. Yeah,
season,
she really does. Uh-huh.
I think they need to work her back in next season, season 6, which I don't know if
I
they're gonna start.
agree. Hmm.
It's crazy because we
I
haven't even
agree
seen
because I really don't feel like the ratings are. How do you think the ratings are going to do? Do you think they're going to start off a little strong in the
no.
beginning and then tank, or do you think they're going to level out? What do you think? What are your thoughts on that?
I feel like people are still not over what happened last season with like keeping
Hmm.
Heather lying about Jen Shaw, getting rid of Monica, gaslighting us,
Uh-huh.
not acting like you don't know
Right.
about Von Teese when you did, acting like Von Teese is such a problem, and then you're keeping people like Jersey that's doing it like 10 times 10. Like you're making them, you made an example out of her, but then you're also letting people dictate that she's not coming back. So I think that it's going to be 50-50, and I think it's going to be such a shitty season. It's going to be really
Hmm.
slow, and people are going to be like, "This is awful," and then they're going to realize they need Monica back because I mean, like honestly, like I don't feel like she should have been fired. Like I don't feel like they should dictate whether she comes back or not. Like
Hmm.
it was Lisa and Heather that said they would leave, and I feel like there has been at this point. Like really, I don't feel like I love Mary. I love Mary. So Mary apparently is very good friends
Right.
with Angie now, which I said would be dynamic last season if Angie and
Uh-huh.
and Mary
It
would just
makes
like
sense to me. It makes a lot of sense to me. I could see that.
yes, and I want Mary to stay away from Heather and just like and Whitney, but like I don't I don't know. Whitney, I just can't believe that she did this Alibaba thing and this jewelry thing and she didn't even change the fucking marketing pictures. She used the same darn
Wait,
pictures.
I didn't know about that part. Wait,
Yes, she took the
so the marketing
Alibaba.
pictures are all the same?
Yes. So imagine me ordering my hair from
Yeah,
Amazon, right?
yeah, yeah.
Getting it
Uh-huh.
and then using the Amazon freaking pictures to say, look at like that, look at the hairs I'm selling, and just
So
use the
then,
same thing.
so what was the excuse for the pictures? Was it like this is the
I don't
Sheen
know.
version?
I have no idea.
This is
I
this
don't
is the
even
Sheen
know yet.
version
I
of
don't
these
know yet.
Alibaba crystals.
Like I don't even know if she's
I didn't know
like.
that. Okay,
I need
that's
to find out. You know
interesting.
what? I want to find out if she's even answered for this yet, because on the show she gets confronted with it, and she's like, "Who told
Hmm.
you, Lisa?" And it's like, okay, well, I don't know. I do feel like the ratings are going to be, they were just so good last season. They're going to have to work her back in. And only because she is
I
part of
agree.
the equation. I'm still talking about her because it's still like, listen, I lost sleep over what they did there. It was so wild because I was so emotionally invested in that. I can't stand Jen Shaw and I can't
It was.
believe
I'm not gonna lie. Like
I lost
I'm not gonna lie. it was a gut punch. That was the first
Yes.
time where, because like I said, this is entertainment for me. Like this is why I record this. I mean,
Supposed
this
to
is fun.
be.
I love it. But it was the first time I took it personally that something
Yeah.
happened to me. So it's like
I said, Jesus.
that was a gut punch.
I'm waking up in the middle of the night
No.
going, "Cease." Like, why are you acting like? And then I rewatched the last freaking finale. I watched the finale, and actually, Heather says you did tell. She admits that she told production. She reads the email that Monica wrote production. So why are we doing interviews, Monica? I mean, I'm sorry, Heather and Andy, after the fact, saying we didn't know about Von Teese. No, we didn't know about Von Teese. Yes, you fucking did. Like, I'm so like I was like this. I literally lost sleep. I'm like, down. This is wild. Can you just like throw me back to reality? Like and then we did literally. He's like, I'm gonna do Jersey with you, and I was so, and I'm like, no, because I'm gonna be just like this. But he is the same way with Salt Lake, like I am with Jersey, because he lives in Salt Lake, and he's friends with all of them. So he is like out there. He just got a fight released on social media over him. So he went to the event where Monica was at, where she said Bravo wanted to bring me back. And he taped it. He wasn't supposed to put it out, but he did. And it was like her saying, I was supposed to be back, and I give Bravo props. They tried to bring me back. And everybody's like, what? And they were so mad. They're like, she's like, no, but two bitches said, they would leave. And she's like, I don't know what's going to happen after this. Blah, blah, blah. So, and then she announced the one podcast that she did. And then I didn't know it was I don't know. It's Adam's first podcast, so we'll see how that goes. I mean, I don't want to say waste the time, but she'd be better off with Dalen, who lives in Salt Lake, who she's really good friends with, and they know it. They know, she's got the inside, and he is Salty Housewives podcast. But anyway, I just don't feel like Heather should be back. I feel like her protecting Jen Shah and not telling production that she's not only a fraud, but she's a violent criminal as well, allegedly. So she still denies it. I have to show you guys the picture when I got Botox one time. This is a couple months ago. Remember, my eye was all fucked up. You guys might remember. And it literally, I ended up getting a sty in my eye. It was so bad. I wore makeup the same day I got all this stuff done to my face.
Did you get did you get any bruising, or did you have any bruising, or is it just
it blew up and it looked like Heather's face. Okay.
Did it?
Bags on it. It looked like Heather's eye.
Okay.
And I swear that I have to show you the picture. It's so embarrassing. It looks so embarrassing. I have to show you, but I'll show you. And doing it looks just like Heather's eye. I think that she had a procedure and it got infected. She wore makeup right afterwards, like I did, unfortunately. Because when you get needles in your face, you're not supposed to really bury them. Some people are sensitive to it. And then I'm like also friggin' picking eyelashes off my eyes every day that they're supposed to stay on for 2 weeks, and I pull them off every other day. So I mean, like, my eye. I'm telling you, I think I showed Terry the picture, and I'm telling you, it looks like her eye. Oh, I know.
Wow.
Can somebody tell Kathy if you can hear me on Instagram? I can't figure out how to unblock you over here, but I tried to make you a mod, so you should be a mod over here, Kathy Farron. I love you. I'm glad that you're watching over here and serving up shade. Hello, guys. Thanks for watching over here on Instagram. If you guys comment, I can't see it, but if you come over to YouTube, I will. And everybody that's watching on Twitch, or hello. I don't really see anybody over there, but everybody. Yeah. So, all right. So literally, we got Andy.
I'm so glad to finally get caught up on all this, because I've been, since my dad passed away, I've been kind of out of it for like 2 weeks, trying to so I'm getting caught up on everything. So when do we start? When does Salt Lake start? Very soon, right?
I think it's this. What's today? Wednesday. I think it's the 5th or something, or the 6th, which is like before Wednesday. Actually, let me see. Hey Siri. Premiere of 6 of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City.
Is that when Secret Lives of Mormon? Was it Secret Lives of Mormon
Women or
Wives?
Mormon wives?
Yeah, is that when it comes out on the 6th?
I'm not sure. It starts.
Maybe it comes out on the same day.
August 29th. What's today? Today's August 29th.
The 29th, that is tomorrow.
Oh, what the heck?
Tomorrow.
Oh, she didn't tell me. She just like it. I think it's the 6th or the 5th. So anyway, right now they're playing all.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I know. I gotta figure out how to block her. Whoever's a mod over here might be able to figure out how to block her. I tried to make her a manager, but yeah. So I agree. I don't want to say, like, I'm not trying to put Adam down, but he's got a lot going on. He's on Southern Hospitality at this point, basically. So I don't know.
Oh, he's going to be on Southern Hospitality?
So, all right, Adam and Jason, they moved to Charleston. I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
So, but, and then I guess talking with Leva, Jason started working. I guess he's the Peter of her establishment because he's like 40 and all the girls, all the girls are like 20. So yeah, so they're doing that. So they live in Charleston now, which I'm really proud of him for it. But I just don't know what role he would be playing. I don't know. Yeah. Do you see them, Kim? I don't see you see them.
Oh, thank you, Amir. That is so. Oh, thank you, Muddy Grace. Yeah, it was a shock. That's why everything's just so has been so chaotic. That's why y'all haven't seen me like in such a while, right, Krista? Like everything happened so fast.
Everything was like boom, 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 and I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because first I was sick, and then we thought I had cancer, pancreatic cancer. That's how it started off.
I
And
didn't
then
tell everybody because I was like, I didn't know if you told me that. I really was like,
yeah, it was wild. And then the next thing we knew, it's like my dad was sick, and then literally a month to the day that we found out that he told us his stage 4 cancer, he was gone. So it's definitely been a wild ride. It's been crazy, you know, and like I said, everything happened so fast. Like we didn't get a chance to like make memories and do things because he declined so rapidly. And we were trying to set this whole interview with our cousins and just we're trying to make a whole like a family of memories and everything too before he passed away. And but at least we're doing it now, you know, like
he's
we're
watching.
getting it.
He's watching.
Yeah, for sure, you know.
He's guiding
Definitely.
it definitely.
Yeah, and so finally we're finally dipping into the family business, the entertainment industry.
Exactly.
But they're proud of us. They're excited. You know, finally we're using our degrees and just and believing in ourselves and giving ourselves some hope.
I know. I'm so proud of you for CMZ. I watched
Thank you.
CMZ the other day. I was like, oh my God, there she is. I was like,
thank you. That's been so much fun. That's been a lot of fun.
I love that. I love it. I was like so excited. I was like, oh my God. So we have Meredith. All right. So Meredith's son, Gia Giudice, apparently Ariana.
Right.
Doing that show.
Kim Zolciak's daughter, right?
Yeah. I don't know. To me, why are I never knew none of them wanted to move. All of them all of a sudden want to move to Manhattan now. It's like
yeah, I know that was interesting. Because isn't Riley's up there too, right?
Is it
Candy Beer's daughter?
Yes, Riley. That's what her name is. Riley. I love Riley. See, Riley was already there, and so was the other daughter.
Oh, you're right. Riley was already there. She was there. She went to NYU, I believe.
Right, and law school and stuff like, or something like that. Something about that. And I think Todd's daughter's there too.
Yeah, that's right.
I feel like so. I heard in the very beginning that they didn't want the other kids on the hood didn't want Gia and Ariana on there.
That's what I heard. Yeah, that's what I heard too.
Good, because you know what? Once Teresa's gone, what is your influence, Gia? All we're focusing now is the fact that you and your three sisters were thongs on a boats and hose party with your stepdad last weekend, which was awful. Was so I'm still flabbergasted that a 14-year-old wore a thong, which okay, fine, they can wear them, but like not after your creepy stepdad makes weird comments about your sisters and you.
I'm still disturbed by his comments. I'm like, there's no way, shape, or I can't.
And then wait a minute. How about them wearing the thongs and dancing and twerking on a fucking yacht with him and his drunk friends?
It's like it's just so disturbing. There's so many things are wrong with that. Because not like that, but I mean, what's her name? How many times has he said that before? When any of those girls were underage, you know? It's because if he's saying it now, then clearly he was saying it then. That's my whole thing. It's just
he's just weird. The shit that he says is inappropriate, and I don't understand Teresa's mothering at this moment because you've done nothing but stick up for him and all that.
I'm very concerned.
Yeah. But anyway, I heard that Monica.
I'm vocal about things like that because, like I said, I'm a survivor of domestic violence, sexual assault, abuse. I have lots of things to say about things like that. So
apparently, Muddy Grace, he did, and everybody thinks that Gia is the one who made the comment about Joe. So Joe apparently Juicy made a comment.
That's right. I heard that. Yeah, I heard she runs his social media.
Too long for a guy. I'm sorry, make me think. It's too long for a guy to be the one who made that friggin' thing. You know what I mean? It was so long, and somebody's gonna literally. Why don't you figure out who's sending the pictures to Melissa Feaster with your daughters? Okay, the AI generated X-rated pictures of your daughter's juicy before you go. But I know he's not the one who made the comment. And Gia should think about that because why don't you figure out who's doing that first, right? Before you go and say that it's a good guy, because that's what it said. And it's like, okay, we know that Juicy did not make this fucking post. Because why would you say Louis is a good guy? You don't know. You don't know who's sending pictures. That so apparently Melissa Feaster is getting AI generated XXX pictures of the girls, and nobody. And the FBI is going to find out who it is. But I mean, who else would be doing it? They've been bullying Melissa Feaster ever since she got on the show. Since they tried to get rid of her. Yeah, and apparently, did you hear about? Yeah, Paris. I was actually watching. When she was talking about getting robbed. So Kelly.
Wow, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, her
when
daughter,
did that happen?
There's a dorm over the weekend, I guess, sometime over the weekend. Literally,
that's scary.
Like all these dorms, and they cut all of them but hers because she had a double lock on it. They were. I was crying because the girls that were. They showed the clip of like them going through there, and the one girl was crying because her grandma's stuff got stolen. Like she lost her grandma's stuff, like the jewelry, like very like sentimental stuff. They stole lots of shit. And I feel like, I don't know, I would be scared, but she didn't want to leave. Kelly said, you're coming home. And she said, I want to stay with my friends, which is awesome. So, but anyway, but I'm glad that Mary's back because I wanted Mary to be here. Like, what do you think about Mary? What's your opinion about Mary Cosby?
Mary Cosby, she is very problematic, but she is very entertaining. So I want her on my TV. Like I said, this is entertainment for me. That's why I watch this. I don't get it. I try not to get anything personal out of it. I try not to get drunk into it. I don't, it's just she's very entertaining, and I feel like the show needs her. I want to see her and Monica like together and like on a few episodes, like interacting. That's what I really want to see because I really feel like that would, I mean, the ratings alone, I think would just increase big time with Monica coming back, but I think it would just be even more of a bump. So thank you, Buddy Grace. Thank you so much. Hearts.
I love everybody. I know. I feel bad that she's not coming back, and I feel bad that like I mean, honestly, Bravo. I just don't understand. Like, I do feel like if they will bring her back eventually. I think if they see that these ratings aren't going to be as good in season 5, because I even said I wasn't going to watch it if she doesn't come back, but I'm going to watch it. I lie, but like I just feel like I don't know. I don't know. They've been hiring. Okay, think about all the housewives they've been trying to bring in on the franchises, and they don't work. Noella. Right. We've done it so many times with Noella's didn't work. Taylor didn't work.
Oh boy, yeah, Noella was awful.
Diana didn't work. You know, the other, and we have Angie Giudice, which is kind of we're trying to make Angie work. And then you get somebody like Monica, who doesn't even have to fight with her castmates because she's got such a freaking past. Literally, after this is all over,
she's on her own. Monica's a one-man show. Like there's no other way to put it. Like her
mom, her ex-husband. Going on vacation with her ex-husband, they're doing a live while they're driving. We're like, he's so freaking hot. I didn't know they were still together. Like they were still together as of like 2022. They're still not even.
She and her husband? She and her ex-husband?
Her ex-husband, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't realize that they were together. I'll be back to let my dog out real quick.
They were on vacation over the summer, like driving, and I thought it was awesome that they were literally doing a live, and like they just get along really well. Even though they had, there was some kind of information out about some domestic violence stuff, but like they've obviously gotten over that and they're friends. And I mean, he keeps saying that he said on a live that he's like, I'm her next, not her ex. I mean, he's like, I'm her ex and her next or something like that. So I mean,
it happens. It happens a lot. If he is one of those people that he recognizes his if he recognizes his behavior and acknowledges it and works through it, and he rehabilitates himself, like congratulations to him, because there's a lot of people who don't recognize their issues or acknowledge it. I hope that's the case because, like I said, a lot of people, they don't do it and they don't get the help that they need, or they're just.
Maybe he should get a Louis Warrior camp. Because he's trying to redo his Warrior camp stuff. He's trying to actually he's actually trying to market it and do it again. He's trying to get people to go to do the Warrior camp. He's like promoting it, which is for men of domestic violence. It is men who are bad people. That's what that letter was for. When Louis, that's what he should
really?
Yes, that's why he's screaming on the beach. I love you. I'm sorry.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I could see that.
Crazy looking. I won't do coke anymore. It's like what's happening. He went twice. So maybe if he goes to Warrior camp, I don't know. Mike seemed like a nice guy, but like I feel bad that she went through that other thing too. after this all happened, she got pregnant and then she lost it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So is she still with that guy? Are they still dating?
No.
Oh,
No.
they did break up. It's like I said, I've had so much going on. I
No.
haven't
I mean,
even.
I didn't see, like, honestly, I haven't caught up to see what she's been up to, but I was gonna play some of her thing with Dana in a little bit. But like, I don't know. I just the fact, so when we hear in the trailer, Heather's like, you contacted our sworn enemy. And it's like, why is she the sworn enemy, Heather? You should be the sworn enemy. And by the way, she still talks to Jen Shah. I'm sorry, not Jen.
Oh wait, they still talk.
No, Lisa,
Oh, she
Meredith.
still talks to Jim Shaw. I didn't know
Lisa,
that. Oh Lord.
it's Lisa and
Ooh.
Meredith that talk to Jen Shah, not Heather. Lisa and Meredith are still friends with Jen Shah. Like, talk to her, like, to accept her phone calls. Like, she screamed at
Lord, I guess they paid for a commissary too, right?
I must be sending her money, I guess, because
Oh,
it's just
I didn't realize that. Okay, I thought that they were done and washed their
no,
hands of her. I
they
guess
were
they
all
did
supposed to be
not.
done with her, but no. And it's like,
So
why
then
would
I really want to. Okay, so
you?
speaking of Jen Shaw, so okay, we know about Jen Shaw. We know where she's locked up. We know she's incarcerated right now. So how many years has she done so far? She's what, at like 2 years? Is it 2 years? Okay,
Is it really? God, man, yeah,
I think
maybe
so.
here's
I
January.
want to say that time is flying by and that she's about at 2 years. So this is my question. What's up with Sharif? How's he doing? I haven't seen him. How's he doing?
I feel like, okay, I was all on board with him not being involved, right? Like, I was like, no
He
way.
has to have known something.
But listen, when he was at the birthday party, I'm sorry, when he was at the one finale where it was Angie Cancinitas played for his birthday party, how does this
Mhm.
grown ass man believe that another fucking grown ass man, his wife, would pay for your $80,000 birthday? Why would you think that's okay,
Right.
Sharif? Why would you be okay? Like, your wife must have been shit, literally snowing the fuck out of you your whole fucking marriage for you to believe this bitch, to actually convince you that these people paid for your party for no reason to get on the show when they were already on the show. So, like, I'm glad that he paid her back, but like, dude, I just feel like, what's in your brain? Like, you're not paying attention. So I feel like because he is a lawyer and he's smart, he kept as much out of it as he could and didn't, like, kept his name
Mhm.
out, so he doesn't have to leave his.
Yeah, I think he played his cards right. I think he knew exactly
Yeah,
what to do to
his
stay
wife
out of it.
was
Yeah,
like,
because
God damn it,
there
how
was no
dare
way
her?
that he was not privy to any of that. Like he had to have known something. So
I'm surprised
now
he
I
doesn't
always wanted to ask. I always wanted to ask you your opinion on that. So I
I
finally
can't
got to ask you.
that he hasn't divorced her yet. Like, why would you stay with her if you didn't know? She walked out of that house on a daily basis, make you and your kids in danger, knowing that she's lying and she's stealing from the government and she's probably going to get caught and your whole family and your future's at risk. She made that decision on a daily basis. She's not sorry.
Mhm.
So I don't know
Right.
why he has not divorced her yet. To me, if you're not leaving her, why would you stay with her? She doesn't deserve your family. Her kids don't even. I mean, I'm sorry. Her kids had dead eyes when they looked at her. I don't think she's a good person. There's not many people. I actually like Erica more than I like her.
She's not. No, for someone to do all the things that she did, she ain't a good person.
Oh
Let's
my
just call a
God.
spade a spade.
I mean, she
Let's
had me
see
watching
here.
money.
Mm.
Why did he think that she got 80,000? The fact
No,
that
I
he,
never thought about it that way. Look at Mamir's
I
comment. I didn't think about it
know.
that way. I really think Jen was watching money through Beauty Live, which explains how this was. I never thought about
But
that.
the
She
loyalty
doesn't
would
want to
be
end
not
it.
saying anything at all. Say
She's
that
like,
you got hit by a door and say nothing about Jen Shah at all. Don't say
oh.
shit for 2 years and include that she did it. Don't do that
Mhm.
if she didn't do it. She's not really loyal to Jen. I mean, to fucking Jen, because she freaking said that she told everybody after she's away and all the way deep in prison. Oh, now I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to use it to my advantage so we can get rid of Monica.
Right.
We're not going to accept this behavior because I protected Jen Shah. Listen, you also knew about Von Teese. This is my thing, Heather. I want to know if Tanisha's still working for Heather too. Because how do you sit there and scream at her for this when your freaking hairdresser was in on it? And your hairdresser knows everything about your hairdresser in your damn house. And she's talking about you on Von Teese, Tanisha, Heather. So your nonsense is like, I can't take it. Like, I'm so disturbed by the fact that nobody will call her out. Somebody's gonna call her out for this. Because watching the finale again, I'm like, she talks about Tanisha still being her hairdresser, still, and Tanisha spilled the beans. Well, why is she still your hairdresser? Way after you, like, even if she's not now, she probably still is. And it's like, why is that
Yeah,
your
well, Yeah, I'm gonna find out. I'll be finding out some more soon,
Yeah,
hopefully. So, because I'm actually trying to get Tanisha on a podcast, so
find
she should
out
be on
because
soon.
I
So,
mean, Tanisha,
yeah.
like, I don't know what she thought she was going to do by going against Monica, because I do believe that Heather sent her in and said, keep doing it and make her talk about us. But to be honest with you, nobody talked about any of them. They all were in on Von Teese. They all found out that they all thought that account was something they could use to talk about their fucking, talk about their castmates and shit. They were all doing it. So it's like, and honestly, anything that was said came out of Jen Shah's mouth, and it was all Jen Shah. Who do you think was feeding them all the information about every single one of them to each other? Jen Shah. Why do you think Monica knows so much? Jen Shah. Jen Shah and Tanisha told, and literally, we're literally talking because Heather, obviously, Tanisha's going to know everything goes on in Heather's life. So why in the world is it okay for Tanisha still to be friends with Heather, but you can't have Monica on your show because you can't be around somebody like that? Are you kidding me?
There's a
But the
double
there's
standard.
so
Yeah.
relevant how beautiful she is. Like, she's gorgeous, and she's a good, and I feel like she should have had me represent her last season. Monica went about this the wrong way. I was on board with it. She's a victim of Jen Shah because she did start to work for Jen and then never paid her. So she got screwed over when she was her assistant. She finds out she's committing fraud, right? Because Jen Shah says, "Do you want to make $600 million or $600,000? You need to put this in your account." And she's like, "What the fuck? What the fuck
Yeah, sure.
No, I don't want. I have 4 daughters. How dare you ask somebody that's desperate
Yeah,
for
she's
money,
like, no.
but you're not even paying her, and then you want her to commit fraud, and then then literally she tells her friend,
There were so many things. There were so many things wrong with that, and I'm glad that they pumped the brakes and was just like, whoa, whoa,
and
whoa.
that's
Because
the thing. She did not
sometimes some
work for
people don't.
Jen.
Some people don't process things,
She
and
did not literally. She didn't work for Jen, knowing once she found out, she stopped working for her, and then became enemies with her.
yeah, I do remember that.
So
Yeah, she did
she did
stop.
not agree to commit frauds. Everybody's like, she's a fraud. No, she's not. She came up front with Auntie. She told everybody everything. They wanted her because they wanted her. Because honestly, it's a fuck you to Jen Shah to hire Monica. To have Monica and Angie on the show is an F you to Jen Shah because they hate Jen Shah. Huh? Bravo does not like Jen Shah one freaking bit. That's why they let Heather go so long with this whole narrative that it's Jen Shah. Because everybody, she alluded to it, all but alluded to said it was Jen Shah. But then at the very end, they go, "Oh, I was afraid of her. I was afraid of Jen." And they're like, "Oh, Heather, we understand. It's okay, Heather." It's like, no, it's not. Shut the. No, you're not afraid of Jen. If you were afraid of Jen, Heather, you wouldn't have said her name ever. You would have said the door hit you in the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
The door.
My personal opinion about the whole thing is, I feel like
I think she got it. She didn't punch her. I think she had an infection.
I just I feel like the women got upset because the fact that Monica worked her way onto the cast, onto the show, and she had more of a storyline. She was more entertainment. She was more entertainment. She provided more entertainment and was more of a storyline than anybody else had on there. But because I'm just trying to figure out why. Because I don't think that what she did compared to anything that Jen Shaw did. Look at Jen Shaw. She's locked up in prison. She's in federal prison right now.
How else do you get on the show? How else do you get on the show besides you try out?
Right.
So what is wrong with her trying to be friends? First of all, Jen Shah, she was her assistant. Yeah, shit, yeah, I would work for somebody who's out. If I wanted to be a housewife, that's the fucking way to do it. And so is Tanisha. Tanisha wanted to be a housewife too. That's why they did this. And she didn't do. I'm sorry. Actually, that's why she became Jen's assistant. When Jen fucked her over, that's when she exposed her. That's when the Von T stuff became like, oh my God, Jen Shah's like, don't hire her. She hates like. That's when Jen Shah was like, don't hire this girl because she found out Monica's like, I'm not working for you anymore. You're a fraud. You're not paying me. And then everybody gets mad at her for it. And it's like, wait a minute, that account was already set up to screw over Jen. Like, Jen Shah set up that fucking account, really, to talk about the other women, and then they used it against her. So really, Von Teese, like, whatever. Von Teese went to friggin' Dana. Dana in the middle of it, we told everybody it was there. And everybody knew. My whole thing is, don't sit there and act like you were so afraid of Jen. You protected a criminal and you keep Heather, and then you literally get rid of Monica and you make an example out of her. She didn't do anything wrong. You knew about it, Bravo. You knew. So don't, so at the end say, oh, we can't have somebody that does that trolling shit. You did because you hired her knowing it. You did. Heather's reading the freaking email.
Right. I think in my perfect little world, because I like all these people, I just wish that everybody could make up and come together and just be like, okay, we need to like do something about Jen Shaw, but then again, they can't really do anything
She's
about
in
it. She's locked
prison.
up
What
in
do you do?
prison, but
They all
because
did.
it's like,
Fontees. I
huh?
mean, honestly, though, like, I don't know. Fontees was not even like it was. It wasn't just. Oh, I don't know. It's nothing. It's not in front. It's literally what Teresa did is what they're talking about. That is what Teresa. They're trying to blame Monica. Say that Teresa. What
Mhm.
Teresa did is what they're trying to say Monica did. Teresa literally had bloggers talking. She had information on her entire castmates, giving
Right.
to bloggers and paying them to talk shit on her castmates, including her brother. Now that is Von Teese, if that's what you want to say that Monica did, but that's not what Monica did. What Monica did was literally had an
Mhm.
account that was Jen Shaw said, "Oh, here's all this shit on these housewives. Go talk shit on them with this account." And then they were, they became enemies. And Jen Shaw's like, girl is, she's Von Teese, don't hire her. And then she goes to prison and they hire her anyway. And it's like, okay, knowing she was Von Teese, don't make it a storyline if you, or don't act like you didn't know Heather. Like that's the makes me the maddest that she acts like she didn't know. And she was so upset about it. And you're a fraud. You have 3 names. So do I. My maiden name, my other married name, and then my married name. So I have 3 names my whole life
Right.
too. Say my stepdad's last name, if you really want to be technical.
Mhm.
So I've had 3 names my entire life too. But Heather, you're an idiot. You did not. The reason that she didn't pay you for her fake stuff is because Jen Shaw didn't pay her. Remember, she lost her job, and your best friend
That's
didn't.
right. Yes, yes, Gia Giudice didn't pay her. That is
So
correct.
why should she pay that instead of her light bill? Like, you know what I mean? Maybe she had to pay other shit.
Mhm.
But it's like Heather
Now
thinks.
I
Go ahead.
sorry.
No, I'm good. I get so upset. Yeah.
So I've got a quick question for you. I want to know your opinion.
Yes.
Okay, so we see what's going on in Jersey right now.
Uh-huh.
Jersey, it looks like,
Oh.
I mean, everyone at this point, they're pretty much on their knees because no one knows if they've got a job or not. And it looks like, from my understanding, that what
Don't say it.
Teresa and
Don't say
Melissa are
it.
willing to.
Don't say it. Don't say it. That is
I'm
not
getting at.
true,
My thing is,
Kim.
do you think Salt Lake, because they don't want anything like that to happen to with them, do you think that they would be willing, and for ratings reasons, do you think that they would be willing to put beef aside to film with Monica? Do you think they'd be willing to do that?
They tried, and the cast said no. They can't. They threatened to leave. But this is the thing. The
I think
Teresa
they would
and
try now though.
well, now I mean, once the season is a flop, the girls
That's what, yeah, that's all I'm wondering. Yeah, what do you
they're
think?
never
Yeah.
going to want Monica back, but Bravo does. The girls are never going to want her back because they're so jealous of her. I think that she should
Mhm.
go back there. I think by the time we're done watching season 5, we're going to be like, Jesus Christ, we need Monica back
She
because they're
needs
going to
to
talk
come
about her
back. Yeah,
anyway. You're
that's
talking
my
about her
prediction.
anyway. She's relevant on this season again.
Mhm.
Okay, and Melissa and Teresa are not going to reconcile for the sake of the show. Whoever put that out there, listen to me, okay? It's 53 minutes. That is not a thing. There is no putting a difference. It's not a difference. It's a severed relationship for no reason. There's no beef. They weren't fighting. They
Mhm.
filmed together. The show is not in danger because of Teresa and Melissa. The show is in danger because of Teresa and Louis and Jen Aiden. That's why the show is in danger. That's why the show flopped. That's why I got toxic. So everybody putting out there that Monica, I don't know who said this on reality something. Oh, Teresa and Melissa are willing to put their differences aside for the sake of the show. They already did. They filmed together. They did not fight about anything. They didn't fight. They filmed in the same room together. Oh, yeah, she called her a whore at the end. Big fucking deal. But in the meantime, Teresa is ruining the show. So whoever says they're putting their differences aside, and that's that. First of all, there's no differences. It's a severed relationship that she's never going to forget. Joe should never forgive his sister. Mourn your sister. He should mourn his sister because if you say my kid is not my kid, and if you say my wife cheated on me, and then you let your new freaking rando husband take money and say that literally I'm the one who made Pizzagate, everything she's done and everything prior that we saw through Gabriella and Teresa herself is toxic. She's literally screwed everybody. And Dolores had her annual charity baseball game last Wednesday. Guess what? Of course, Bravo's not there filming, so nobody's going to get paid to be there. So guess who was there and guess who
Oh,
wasn't?
So Bravo didn't film it. They
Did
didn't
not
film it
film
this
it. They
year.
didn't film because they're not filming it.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I was assuming that they had cameras there. Okay.
No, and guess what? Teresa
Oh.
and Jen were not there. So why? is it that they're not there. If you're still friends with the Lars, who had your fucking back to the very end of time, Teresa,
and they weren't there. Yeah.
and you can't show up. They're literally on doing a boats and hose party. That's where they were. So
That's pretty telling.
for your friend over like that, because if you're really Teresa Dolores' friends, you would be there regardless. Don't say you're on vacation. You're on vacation. Don't schedule your vacation. Like just like she didn't go to the award things because they weren't paying for. Bravo wasn't paying for it because they weren't nominated. The People's Choice Awards. So no, there is no Melissa and Teresa. Why would that even be a thing? Reconcile for what? It's not going to save the show. It's fake. That would be a fake relationship. That nobody wants that.
Yeah, it wouldn't be real. Yeah,
no. What they need to do
true.
is Teresa and fucking Jen Aiden. Even keep Jen if you want, because that slumber party was awesome at Rachel's, and that was the cast right there. Because you also can now have Frank and Brittany in the mix, so you can film Frank and Brittany there.
Right.
Film more of Rachel's.
I want Brittany. I want Brittany on there. I think Brittany should be a housewife. Think about that storyline. I think it would be pretty cool because she's
already there, part of the storyline anyway. So
and I think it'd be cool to bring her on as like, or like a friend Belva at least, like bring her in a bigger caliber. Because to me, I think it's interesting. You know, you've got Frank Catania, you've got Dolores, and then it's like
she's already a cast member. Think about it. Frank's already getting paid, and she's already on the show. But they wouldn't do it this year because of Louis. That's why we didn't see a lot of them, and that was really disappointing. And the House Husbands too. Why would we recast when the House Husbands are amazing? We would get more of them. There is so much content without those two assholes making problems with everybody that we missed. Nobody wants to see a Tahitian party in Teresa's backyard where everybody's fighting because of her. Everybody fights because of Teresa, because she creates story. I can't fight with my brother, so we got to find stuff on Dolores. This is what she's doing behind the scenes. That is Von Teese. That's what you made a Monica. You made literally an example out of Monica, but then you let Teresa do it. So unless she's fired, I haven't heard she's fired yet, which I don't know why. But you've already missed. Listen, I'm ready to film for Christmas. Like I would love to see Christmas again because Christmas in Jersey is amazing. Like it is so. I love Christmas on their houses, but you cannot recast. It is not going to work. This whole fucking state will blow up because everybody will catch fire because you're not going to find people that don't know everybody, and that's going to be a fucking war. You can't recast.
See, that's what I've often wondered about too. Like how would that work?
It's not going to work. It's hard to find. Listen, we have a cast. Like literally, Danny Pellegrino said on Watch What Happens Live, "This is your cast. What are you doing? What are you doing, Andy? Get rid of Teresa. Get rid of Jen Aiden. This is your cast. This is what you got." Because we can have Frank and Brittany. We can have Rachel's brother and his wife. We can have the couple that Mike and Nick, who Joey married. There's so much, and it's beautiful Christmas time. If you want to do some kind of legacy, because I'm not Jacqueline and me and Jacqueline Loretta are going at it right now on Patreon between me. So I am going to go over part 1, 2, and 3, guys. By the way, Jacqueline, I'm not doing it. I'm definitely doing it. Double dog dared me. So I don't know if it's going to be today or tomorrow, but I am going to go through part 1 and 2, 3, and I'm going to debunk everything that Jacqueline said.
We're
literally fighting in Patreon, me and her, because she's like, I'm telling her how I feel, and if she wants to respond back, well, guess what? This is exactly, I'm making points. So I'm done.
Great. Yeah.
Listen, don't recreate history to fit Teresa's narrative now. So now we're going to recreate the last 13 years again, Jacqueline. After you walked out on season 6, you finally get a backbone, Jacqueline, and you tell everybody, I hope Instagram's watching, you get a backbone and you literally say what you're supposed to say finally to that bitch who doesn't care about you, Teresa. What happened? And then it goes this whole entire time, and she sends Jackie that message, and she's like, all the shit she said about Teresa in the text message. That's how she truly feels. Teresa does not love Jacqueline. She did not forgive Jacqueline. That was for clout because nobody else was her friend. Jim Leonard wanted her to become friends with Jacqueline again because she lost Dina and Dave as a friend. So you have to make it look good. You got to make it look like you got your friends.
So that's what that whole friendship's about. Okay.
Because literally, since then, Jacqueline has told you how she felt about Teresa, and Teresa made it clear how she felt about Jacqueline. There is no making up. So Jacqueline, you trying to, and then blaming Melissa, to sit there and blame Melissa in this interview with Dana, that's my fucking problem with her. Like, you can sit there literally, and I don't care. You and Teresa, you should be like, Teresa, you're a horrible friend, and I forgive you now. Teresa should be on her knees saying, I'm sorry, Jacqueline. Whatever you were fighting about is what happened really happened. You're not going to now blame Melissa. It was all Melissa, and she's recreating Melissa and Teresa's history. I'm like losing my mind. I'm like, no, I can debunk every goddamn thing you're saying. And she thinks this is about her not taking accountability. I said, Jacqueline, I'm not saying you actually did anything wrong. You did nothing fucking wrong except fucking lose your backbone and then literally literally go back and say, oh, everything I said to Teresa, it's all Melissa now. Now it's all she's trying to weave and wow and
yeah,
shit. Get the fuck out of here,
that
Jacqueline.
yeah.
Don't do
See,
that.
that's where my mind is blown and where I'm confused at. It's because
funny. Like it's
even like after, because didn't Teresa make some like false accusations about Evan, like some rumors about him and the
no,
gym,
I'm
and
not talking about Jackie. I'm talking about Jacqueline Larita. Jacqueline
we were
Larita.
talking about Jacqueline Larita. Oh my, oh good Lord. Okay.
Literally.
Oh my God.
Jackie, I would never fight with Jackie Goldstein. She's not worth it.
Who's okay? I was okay.
No,
Okay.
Jacqueline Larita.
Okay, I was wondering. Okay.
Yeah. Same thing with Jackie, though. Same thing with Jackie, though. Because Jacqueline Larita sent Jackie a text message when Teresa did that shit to Jackie about Evan and said all that shit. Because remember, Jackie read it to everybody.
Right. Yeah.
That's how Jacqueline truly feels about Teresa. And Teresa truly hates Jacqueline. This whole making up in the middle of the press, it was for press. That's it. So, and then when she does the podcast with her, she's Jacqueline, Kim D is like, Teresa, how do you feel about your friendship and making up? First of all, she asked Jacqueline first. Jacqueline goes on for 10 minutes about mushing about her and Teresa's friendship, sisters crying. Oh, I love her. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And then she asks Teresa the same question, why are you be friends with Jacqueline? And Teresa goes, oh, I don't know. Because I was in Vegas. Because we both have sons named Nicholas. Like, she has nothing. She doesn't give a fuck about you, Jacqueline. That's the fucking problem. But I don't care about that. You guys can fucking hate each other all you want, but you're not going to come back here and be best friends with Teresa and now blame Melissa. And you're going to recreate, oh, it's Melissa and Joe that set them up. And oh, stop. You're not on the show. That's what I'm talking about. You can talk, and I don't change your opinion, Jacqueline, all you want, but that's ridiculous. You sound like you have an earpiece with Teresa in it. Like part 1, 2, and 3. Dana, I'm sorry, Dana, I love you, but like, I don't care. Like, Jacqueline, you're a nut. Like, you're crazy if you think that I'm going to just agree that you're going to now blame Melissa. Now, Melissa and the sprinkle cookies. Fucking get over it.
I forgot about the sprinkle cookies.
And she's like, oh, she has a right to be mad at Melissa and Joe because they got on the show behind her back, and so did the Wakilis. What? So, okay. Now she's still Teresa. You're recreating Teresa's history for her. Now she's going to still be mad about that 13 years later. So what the fuck, really? Teresa's got a right to do all the shit she's doing to Joe because of that. Then why did you talk to him the entire freaking 13 years then, Teresa? Why'd you make up with your brother to begin with then? If that's true, Jacqueline. She's literally like I don't know what this was. I felt like she had Teresa in her earpiece because it was half about how her and Teresa's friendship was all intertwined and it was all Melissa's fault now. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Right.
It's like ring around the goddamn toxic Rosie. Oh, let's just toxic blame. Let's all shift it around. We're shifting the blame around. Melissa didn't do shit to her. She never has. Strippergate, okay? Evidence 1, Strippergate.
Yeah, it's so weird. I've just never seen a sister-in-law go after.
She ruined the show. And she, like, don't sit there and have literally Monica not on the show anymore and say, we're making an example out of her. Why are you letting Teresa do it now? And my whole point was like they should do a legacy with Jersey. Jacqueline's like, oh, everybody's like, Jacqueline, you should be on the show. And I'm like, yeah, maybe if they do like a retirees or like a legacy. I said, we need young, fresh faces that go like because we do. But do a legacy. Have the
it's time. I think it's time for
G. Do like a retirees version of it or something. But literally, you got to keep the 6 ladies that are there and just get rid of Jennifer and Teresa because the house husbands need to be on the show too. We had such flow.
I agree. I love the house husbands. I think for this franchise specifically, I think they're great. I think they're part of it. They bring an element to it that keeps me coming back.
Are fun to hang out with. Like, they are so much fun. Like they're all so much fun, and
they are
really have like they could have no fun this season because she was there ruining it. Every freaking event that she was invited to, she's talking about somebody's past and this and that. When you literally just got out of prison in 2016, and Teresa, I know. That wasn't the first time you committed mortgage fraud. It was the only time you got caught. We all did it for like years. Like, come on. And you're still a criminal. But like, you didn't learn your lesson. That's why Louis in your life. He's the worst one. Like, she gets out of prison and she blames God. She's still blaming God for going to prison.
I do remember that. I recall.
I did not sign Monica Chacon's name. You did, Teresa. You were Teresa Giudice. You're not Monica Chacon. You're not Joe Mastro's wife, Mastropoli. You're not Joe Mastro's wife. Joe Mastro said to you guys, okay, you fucked me over, but you need to satisfy the mortgage, and I won't tell anybody. I won't report you, Joe, because it was his partner. But what do? They don't satisfy the mortgage. So of course they get reported. It was committed mortgage fraud. They signed his name and her name. You are Teresa Giudice. God did not sign that name. You did. Take accountability. Just like now, it's not her fault that her and Jacqueline are fighting. Nobody makes her take account. All of a sudden, nothing. Teresa's done nothing wrong. Did you notice that?
See, and that's
it's everybody else.
And yeah, and that's the whole problem.
It's a fucking I won't watch her again. And it's a shame because she really did. I love watching all the other girls. Like that slumber party at Rachel's. I forgot that Jen and I'm sorry, Jen and Marge were fighting. I totally forgot they actually had a good time. They're actually literally fucking with each other. Like it was funny, joking around. Like they don't like each other, but they were saying crazy as shit, but they weren't fighting, and they all were there. And I'll be okay with Jen Aiden if she gets away from Teresa. I might give her that because you need to change the sheets at the shore house, by the way, and the mattresses, please. Jen Aiden, I'm going to say this for the 100th time. Just assume that everything is a smush room. If you don't know, if you buy a house at the shore and it's $2 or $4, just assume that it's been rented out every season to a bunch of fucking Jersey like me and a bunch of Jersey Shore kids, and just assume every room's a smush room and get rid of the goddamn mattress. Do not keep them. Do not keep the sheets.
Yeah, don't.
Please do it. She did it.
By any means, of course.
17 bedrooms, and you can't get rid of those goddamn fucking mattresses. She told everybody she kept the sheets and the mattresses and all the furniture. I'm like, no. I have shore houses. No, you don't do that. You just assume everything's a smush room. That's so much sex goes on in there. It's so gross. It's so disgusting. She's so disgusting.
This is gross.
I'm sorry. I went back to Jersey. See, this is the thing. These two franchises, I couldn't sleep at night. Aiko, thanks for coming on. So what else? I mean, honestly, Jersey, I just feel like Teresa has to go.
Hello.
But they need to start filming for Christmas and the holidays because it's so pretty here. It hasn't snowed in 2 years, but
I want to go out there for Christmas.
Come out for Christmas. I wish you guys would come out.
Pretty.
Come to the shore house and just I want everybody to come and have a weekend. I want to do.
I'll do it. I'll come out there.
Seriously,
you know how much fun I'll be?
Podcast. We could get
just say when. I'll do it. Yeah.
Oh
my God, we could so do an episode, do a collab episode out there from the shore house.
Jersey people in there.
Listen,
I'm not a cast member of Real Housewives. I'm a Jersey Shore cast member. That's why I'm more like Snooki. Monica would be perfect for Jersey if they're so we have Rachel and Danielle are so young. This is the thing. Danielle, Rachel, and Melissa. I'm sorry, Danielle, Rachel, and Melissa are still doing. They just did a show the other day or dinner with the Housewives, and they called it Housewives, and they also have one October 5th. So to me, they know Bravo wouldn't let them use the Housewives name if they weren't coming back. That's my thing. Nobody's saying anything.
I like that.
There's no Melissa and Teresa putting their differences aside. There is no differences. The difference is that she fucked her brother over, and they need to mourn each other because it's over. It's severed. You called my wife a cheater, a stripper, told me she was cheating on me. You got your new rando boyfriend to say I stole $250,000. You called me no.
Who's that new rando boyfriend?
He still knew. He just got here. He didn't even go here.
That's the way that, I know. It was funny the way he just randomly.
He just got here. He don't even go here. He don't even go here.
Oh, Lord.
How dare you kiss her daughter's hello and goodbye? You weirdo. You just got here, Louis. And the fact that he gets so angry on camera at Joe Gorga, that remember right for the wedding. I'm all scared. I got pictures of how red.
That's when he turned purple, right? Wasn't that when he turned purple?
Yeah. Well, that's called pasta and blood pressure and alcohol. He's fucked up
every day. Scary. Yeah.
He does sex parties. He's just they're weird. Okay, look, do whatever you want, dude. But you literally said you wanted Marge's family to suffer. So you say that shit this year. You say shit about Joe Gorga last season. What are we doing? Why are you still here? You know why Bravo goes, he's not my problem. Well, he kind of is your problem, Bravo, because he's married to Teresa. Teresa's going to have to figure this shit out on her own, but her brother's going. That's it. Teresa doesn't have a soul, so she can forgive and move on. And people are like, oh, Joey won't move on and forgive her. Why should he? He doesn't need to. He doesn't have to. He shouldn't. What she did it's a done deal. When you say, I can't go after my brother this season, I'm going to have to go after other people, my best friend Dolores, That just shows me that this has never been them. It's always been her fighting with them every season. And it's never been their fault. It's always been her. But she said, I can't go after him this season because I gave him the kiss of death. So you've been going after him. So you're admitting it's always been you, Teresa. It's never been him. You've always been going after him. It's always been, he's never done. Every time she's like, you'll see you'll see this season how piece of shit he is. You'll see. And it's like every season. No, we don't. No, Teresa, we're not. We see what you've done. We always see what you've done. Just like Jen Shah's not guilty. Like Jen Shah, I'm not guilty. And them all going, oh, she pleaded guilty. They're crying. Heather and Lisa are crying over Heather pleading guilty. I mean, Jen Shah pleading guilty, right? They get the news. Not for the victims. They're crying for her. I'm like, crying for the victims that you just
See, that's the part that gets me. It's like they were basically like with Monica, it's basically like, I want you to leave. You go.
Leave now.
And she didn't commit a crime. You know, it's like she didn't commit a crime to me. And I'm like, and they were defending someone who stole.
She was gonna fight her.
What is it, millions maybe from I don't quote me on that, but from elderly people. Like there's just I'm just trying to figure out. I don't know. Some people's moral compasses though, they don't point in the right direction. Get where I'm coming from.
Remember the aunt with the amputated leg, the hospital smell aunt that Jen Shah was so upset that
that
she actually stole from her. She's part of it too. She stole from the aunt that lost her leg.
Did she? Dang.
Yeah, she didn't do it too.
Lord. Miss Shaw might be where she. Miss Shaw's probably where she shoots the. Oh Lord! Oh, Miss Shaw! Miss Shaw! Miss Shaw!
Person, Jen Shah. She's not a good person. She's like doing like skits of housewives. It's so
I'm trying to process it out. I'm thinking about it out loud.
It's so weird.
So, I don't know.
Like, what are you doing, Jen? Like, I don't know. She's so it's so weird. Like, we still have to talk about her because they're still blaming Monica for being Jen Shah's this and that. She wasn't committing fraud with her. She wasn't okay with it. She left her after she found out. She literally told everybody about Von Teese. They told her not to say anything. She didn't do anything wrong. Like,
see, that was my whole thing. I'm still convinced that production knew about it. They've known something about it. And then from what she said and with the way she broke it down, it's pretty believable to me that somebody knew.
You ignored a legal letter, Bravo. How unfucking like that's why unsafe of them to ignore a legal letter that says that she's Von Teese on Bravo. When you get a cease and desist, when you just forget about it. The cease and desist was there way before they put Monica back on the show. They knew about it. So did the showrunners. They told Heather not to say anything, and they told Monica not to say anything, and then they tell Heather to go after her in the end. So that's what makes me mad. They knew the whole time, and Monica said, "I did tell them. So it's like she should let me represent her because again, she's a victim of Jen Shah as well. And then literally all she did was try to get on the show just like everybody else. So just because she came from like a shit and she's beautiful and she can literally like she can hang with the best of them, they just don't like that. But then I liked when they were fake friends, not fake because I thought it was real, but them all being friends with her would make me happy. I don't want to see the fighting. It was fun to see them. I know you do, but I like to see when they're all like. I like the Bahama trips when I thought they were all friends and they were doing it like a nice thing for her. Because that is a nice thing to take somebody and like do all this birthday stuff for them, just to turn around and shove it up their ass, like, and throw it in their face and tell her to leave.
Yeah, and I like all of it. I wish they could get along. I like all of it. They're like all of it to me is like is entertaining. I think what I don't like is when I see the friendships that break up. That were like genuine friendships and we lose out on those like things like that bother me. It bothers me because to me like life is short, you know, and I think that there are certain things that should be forgivable and I think there are some things that are not forgivable, but I feel like all that stuff to me is just I think it's just it's petty to a certain extent where I think they should be able to kind of to get like past that and yeah, you know, it's
Miami has conflict resolution.
Yeah, see, and that's another. I'm glad you brought up Miami. That's what I love so much about Miami because as much as they would have feuds and their problems or whatever, when something happens to one of the women, I mean, they band together, they drop it. They're like, all right, let's cut the bullshit here. We're going to band together and come ride or die for this one. But I love the way they do. That's how it should be. That's how real women and friendships should be. And that's what I love so much about that. Like, I'm so glad you brought that up because
Yes.
I could see more of relationships and friendships like Miami, and that's what keeps me watching it because it's like, they'll bicker, they'll feud, they'll have their moments, but at the end of the day, like the way they rallied behind
Lisa,
Gertie and then behind
Birdie, Lisa.
what's her name? Whenever Lisa, it's like
Yeah. Like they literally were like they were so upset for her, legitimately upset.
yeah, and I like that. That's
Me
what
too.
it
I
needs
feel
to
like
be more of,
everybody needs to take a page out of Miami's book.
together, being together and say that just y'all did wrong.
Because
Get
literally
Monica back
Jersey,
on TV. Yeah, get
the things that Teresa have done, nobody can be friends with her. She made it clear 2 seasons ago she hates everybody. She could have just said I
Mhm.
hate y'all instead of bringing up and try to ruin their lives. Like with Marge's money, like they threatened Marge's son's life. They tried to get
Mhm.
her Walmart deal screwed when she's had Walmart deal for her
Right, yeah, I remember that with the
whole entire.
soiree.
Yeah, they've done so many things. She's done so many bad things. Her brother trying to make her brother's son. So listen, she doesn't belong on the cast. She doesn't like them. So why would she come back?
Mhm.
Everybody's like, she needs to come back. She's the show. No, she's not. She doesn't hang out with anybody. She's not even she didn't even go to Dolores's baseball charity game. So it's either she's not friends with Dolores or if I were Dolores, I'd never talk to her again. Because what, you're not getting paid, so you're not going to be here? Like, what is wrong with this
Mhm.
picture? That's the only reason I could say that is still, even if you're not friends, you should still.
Right.
But again, they don't need her. There's so much content. But Teresa single-handedly made this show toxic. I said 2 seasons ago, why is this happening? Why is Jersey so toxic? I can't believe that. I don't know what's happening. Like, and I couldn't figure it out. I'm like, what is happening? Why is everybody so freaking Teresa this and Team Melissa biting my head off? Like everybody was like nobody. And by this season, nobody wanted to talk about the show because it was so bad. Remember, I'm like, Kim, I'll talk about it on your show, but I'm not talking about it.
Mhm.
I'm allergic to say. I'm like, I can't. I'm allergic to seafood. I can't. And I'm like, I'll do your show.
I hear you.
I
Oh my
can't.
gosh. You start talking about coffee, and I'm not gonna lie to you, my mind just drifted. I
I'm
am
sorry.
okay, I love Marge. Marge is like my favorite. I love Margaret. Um, I It's like I'm obsessed with like her coffee drinking. So do you know what I started doing recently now? Took a page out of her book. I kid you not, like I take a wine glass now and I fill it up with coffee, iced
You know,
coffee, and like flavor creamers with the like fancy straw. Like I do everything like she does with that. Now I'm like, I'm obsessed with that. I'm obsessed with their haircut, which is it's similar to I clip my extensions in, but
I like
my
your.
haircut that I got recently, I got mine is similar to hers. I'm like, I love her. Marge she's a vibe.
She
I'm like my dream.
is.
I'm like I'm gonna manifest. Like I'm gonna go hang out with her and chill. Like we're gonna drink like
She's
all
so
this
gorgeous.
coffee and like shop
She had the best
online
two
for like
friggin'
clothes
scenes.
and
She had the best 2 lines this season
seems like so much fun.
with Jackie. Like she was a fucking boss this season. Sending Dolores those
Mhm.
texts. That was
Yes.
awesome. And then at the end, getting to
Funeral
tell
flowers.
Jackie again. Yeah. Then getting to tell Jackie again how fucked she is when Teresa, like, oh my God. I know. I think I love
Oh
it
my gosh,
too.
I love her. I love
And don't you think that Kim, all right, so think about this. Lexi, her assistant,
her.
Marge's assistant. We know who Lexi is. You know why? Because she's on Marge's. She lives with Marge. She's Marge's friend. So then
Right.
Laura Lee made the wrong move by going against Marge, because literally, if you
Mhm.
want to be on the show and Bravo doesn't want you, what's the next best thing? Your best friend's a cast member. Why are you going to screw her over?
Right.
So Laura Lee, that's what Laura Lee did. Like, and then Teresa actually promised Laura Lee Jensen a job this entire season. She literally kept saying to her,
Oh,
approach
the plot
Margaret.
thickens.
Yeah, behind the scenes, Teresa was trying to get Laura Lee. That's why at one point Jen Aiden was fighting with Danielle about Laura Lee being at an event. She didn't want her there. Danielle's like, why would we have her there? She tried to expose
Mhm.
your sister-in-law, Melissa and Marge. Like, knowing that what Laura Lee did to Marge. They're like, oh, we're gonna have her come on. Yeah, Laura Lee, let you come on and approach Marge and say what? I screwed you over, Marge. Like, Laura Lee, you screwed up.
Right. Yeah.
You told everybody a bunch of nonsense bullshit. Go away.
Mhm.
You're not wanted here. Teresa
For
doesn't even.
sure. Oh, I know. Oh
But like
gosh, no, you're
Lexi,
exactly
I
right.
love Joe. I love Joe and Marge's relationship. I do. I love their
I
relationship.
know, me too. Yeah, it's really sweet. It's and she cares about him. I know she's really worried about his health, and I
Me
don't
too.
blame her. But I'd be scared. I'd be
I'm
scared too. I'm sure
listen,
he's
I feel like
worried and everything.
John and Rachel have a great marriage. I love Danielle and
Mhm.
they all Evan. They have an. I mean Danielle. What am I saying? Danielle and Nate have an amazing marriage.
Right?
Joe
Uh-huh.
and Melissa have a
Yeah,
strong marriage. They all have strong
they
marriages.
do. Mhm. Yeah,
So
they
they're
do.
family
Mhm.
bond. So it's like, why are we? There's no reason to get rid of them. Teresa does have to go. This cannot go on. I don't want to talk about what her and Louie have been like
It's
behind
so
the scenes. There's
toxic.
enough
It's not
problems.
healthy.
No, there's enough
Yeah, it
problems.
really isn't a healthy
Like that.
environment.
We're gonna fix
Mm-mm.
her life.
No.
Fix her life.
Oh. Well, hey, love, on this, I have to,
I
on
know.
this
Sorry.
note, I have to cut out. No, you're fine. Don't apologize. I have to run to I have a doctor's appointment, and then I still have to get my stuff, my questions and everything over to get that cleared with my cousin's team and stuff. So
Oh,
for
awesome.
my
When's your interview? When
interviews
is
tonight,
it? What time?
8 o'clock tonight.
Okay. Make sure you send me the link so we can do it. When you're gonna post the link for it.
Yeah, sure will. Yeah, as soon as I get that put up, I'm gonna do that, put up the links and everything. So I'm so excited. That'll be a
I
lot
know.
of fun.
Guys, make sure
Yay, years in the making.
you're gonna be on
Yes.
live on YouTube, right? And then like TikTok and
So
all that.
yeah, so it's not going to be live. I think we're going to upload it Thursday because we're going to
Oh,
start to release episodes on Thursdays and Mondays and Thursdays. So I think Thursday is when we're going to
I'm like sending a link.
upload it and everything. So yeah, I sure will. I'll send you the link and everything. But yeah, if everybody wants to come follow, like, subscribe, because we've
Yeah.
got some great things coming. So that'll be fun. And yeah, I'm excited and stuff and everything she's gonna share. So that'll be fun and everything. So yeah, yay. Alrighty, well, I love you lots, and
I love you
everybody,
too.
hello. Yes, see you on my channel. You'll have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks, guys. I love when she comes on. I know. I like literally. I can't believe I talk to. I forget that I have to like take a breath and let people talk. I feel bad, but you guys know I love talking about Bravo. So, um, it's Wednesday. The kitty's not coming out. I have a new kitten. I hope she's all right in there under there. You know, right in there. Let me see if I can get her out real quick. You guys, it's crazy. I can't believe I got it. Oh, she's sleeping. I'll take a picture of her. Yeah, this was a good thing. So we're gonna do Wednesdays. It's gonna be Salt Lake. I will. It's Salt Lake. Friday we're doing Real Housewives of Orange County. And please comment, like, subscribe. And I promise I'm gonna get my shows uploaded onto the podcast side. But everything is always on YouTube. And I appreciate everybody. I love y'all. And I know it wasn't fun. I'm telling you, I like when Dana comes on, we're gonna talk about like Housewives, like Beverly Hills. But I have so many questions about Bravo for Dana. Like I'm gonna make it fun, but because I've been waiting how long for her to collab with me. But yeah, guys, definitely, I love Kim. Please follow her stuff, and I'll post the link as soon as she uploads that episode. But yeah, she's awesome. I love it, and you guys are the best. So yeah, I didn't want to add this on to the Jacqueline thing, but it's stupid to keep going back and forth with her in the freaking comment section on Patreon, because I just honestly, she keeps asking me for examples. People are like, come on, show it. Like, all right, if you really want me to, I'm gonna make it a whole separate thing. But it's just I don't understand. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Mondays. I'm sorry. You're right. I'm sorry. I forgot. It's Labor Day. After Labor Day. Yes, Mondays. The thing is, when we got maybe I'll do Plathville because we need another franchise to start. Because I don't do New York, the New York new one, and but I think whatever's the next franchise will be on Mondays. But I think I'm gonna do Plathville. Like I saw Aaron. I think somebody did Plathville. I just got caught up on it. I'm obsessed with Plathville. I'm so obsessed, and I'm obsessed with the season so far. So I have to go watch it on. I think Aaron did it. I think, guys, make sure you go to Aaron's channel, Smiling with Aaron D. Remember, Aaron was my co-host. Her name is Aaron. She's our my bestie. Mimir, everybody, thank you guys for being here. Yes, Mondays. I forgot. Yes. Oh, thank you. It's only according to Zach. There's supposed to be better filters on her. This is just only like it's like a filter with the thingy. It's not like filter photo. Say like what filter. I spent $10,000 to get my face done, so I hope I look good. But I appreciate that. And okay, yeah. Oh my god, I'm obsessed right now with everybody on the show. Everybody. I'm obsessed with the parents. Getting like I want Barry. We got to find Barry. Listen, Barry Plath. We have to find him a woman, and we got to find Ryan Anderson, Gypsy Rose's ex-husband, a girl, a nice girl. Okay, and then yeah, I want to see if she's still arguing with me. Which I did see she did argue back with me. yeah, I will talk about that, but it's completely separate. I love it too. I forgot when I got rid of cable, now I'll just have the streaming networks. I forgot all about it. But all right, I'm gonna take care of these cats. I gotta introduce all freaking 5 cats now and try to get Georgia's gonna kill me if I bring the other one in, the one that's outside. I'm planning on bringing her in. That'll be 6 cats in my house. 6. Somebody save me, help me. Please help. Please help me. Because literally, I feel like I'm still grieving Jasper, and this is why this keeps happening. All right, guys, I've got to take care of these cats. I love you all. See you later. Wait, let me put my outro because I always forget to do it. Yeah, so please comment, like, subscribe. I definitely will send all the links out. Oops. And yes, I'll definitely, I think, yeah, Plathville. I was like, what can I cover? You know, I know. And she was such a kid, I couldn't leave her outside. I'm a little worried that she's still sleeping now. But she slept all night too. All right, guys, I love yous. Is this gonna go on? Where's my outro? The fact is that they're all in my house. That's part of the problem. I don't know what's happening. My outro is not working. All right. Well,